Cindy Anthony admits she thought about suicide too. She and George were back on national television this morning talking about their personal pain. We have team coverage of the case against Casey. Bob Keeling has a WESH 2 exclusive with Casey's attorney, and WESH 2 reporter Amanda Ober has more on a canceled appearance for the Anthonys at an upcoming victims conference. She starts our team coverage live from the newsroom now. Amanda?
Well, the Anthonys were supposed to tell their story of surviving a homicide at a crime victims conference next month. But they've been taken off the agenda, and it may be due to public outrage.
George and Cindy Anthony were scheduled to be keynote speakers at a crime victims conference in Connecticut May 13th. Their speech was titled, Under Siege, a Homicide Survivor's Story. But that session has suddenly been taken off the conference agenda, and it may be due in part to hateful emails. The fury started Monday night when Mark Class, the father of murder victim Polly Class, mentioned on Nancy Grace that the Anthonys would be speaking at the conference.
It's inconceivable to me that people in the position that they're in right now would want to do something like that.
The news of the Anthonys' talk set off a fury in the online blogging world. People posting rants such as, can you imagine listening to a speaker who's done everything to protect the perp and not the victim? Or one blogger asks, homicide survivors, how about murderer protectors? Meantime, the Anthonys say their interview on CBS's Early Show this week was to raise awareness of a foundation they plan to start to help families of missing kids. Their attorney says they received no money for the interview. In this morning's segment, Cindy Anthony shared that, like her husband George, she also has considered suicide.
I wrote suicide notes back in into July and August. No one knows that.
You did?
Yes, I did. Because I couldn't bear not having Kaylee around and not knowing.
Now, coming up on WESH 2 News at 6, I'll bring you a voicemail left by Cindy Anthony for the lead investigator in Kaylee's murder. Hear what she accuses them of doing. That's coming up at 6. For now, Amanda Ober reporting WESH 2 News.
Amanda, thanks. WESH 2's Bob Keeling has been breaking new details on this story from day one, and he continues our team coverage.
And Bob, tonight you have an exclusive interview with Casey's attorney, Jose Baez, and he talks about the holes in the case. What does he have to say?
Well, Martha and Jim, we asked Jose Baez and a couple of other defense attorneys to make their best case on why they think Casey could go free. Now that this has become a death penalty case, the stakes could not be higher. Tonight, we'll tell you the 4 areas where they say reasonable doubt could be raised. In his first in-depth interview since the state decided to pursue the death penalty, Baez talked about some of the key elements missing from the state's case.
They don't know how Kaylee passed away. They don't know when Kaylee passed away. They don't know who did it. And to prove someone guilty of a crime, you must first prove a crime has been committed.
Jose, you gotta be...
Prosecutors believe Casey is the one who did it, and that's why she is facing capital murder and the possibility of a death sentence if she's convicted. Coming up tonight at 11 o'clock, why Casey could go free